Bam. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Miss Chef B. On tell us a little bit about yourself, and give us your full name, your business name, and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hello, I'm Chef B. Sadell McNair. I am the owner of the Taste and Spoon Catering, Food Truck, and Personal Chef Services. I am a wife of Mr. Jason D. McNair, mother of Zoe Elise, who is 7, Zuri Alana, who's 6, and Zephaniah Eli, who is 1, and he has a birthday coming up on August 30th, and he'll be 2. So I am done.
Uh-oh.
I got my boy.
Like almost a basketball team.
I am a graduate of TCC, a community college out here in Tidewater Community College out here in the 757 area of Virginia, out in Norfolk. I have a degree in culinary arts, and I am certified in kitchen management as well as classical cooking. I am certified, and I am licensed, insured, all of that good stuff. So
awesome.
I am rolling in business right now with my food truck and with all my catering services. I have been in business for going on about 4 years and have been cooking for, I would say, about going on 7 years now. So I love to cook. It is a passion of mine. One thing that I remember growing up, food has always been a huge part of my life. But growing up in my family, no one ever said, hey, go to school and become a chef. It's just something that we all just knew how to do. I don't want to say we took it for granted, but it wasn't viewed as like a career path. So,
right.
I originally wanted to be a pediatric oral surgeon, and for whatever reason, while I was at VCU, Virginia Commonwealth in Richmond, I just could not pass biology, and I think it was just the Lord letting me know that was not what I needed to do. So fast forward, after I got married, I said, honey, when I go back to school, I want to do something that I love doing. And so I went to school for culinary arts, and a friend of mine pushed me to cater her wedding. It was my first event. It was for 200 people. I was intimidated, but, all of my classmates who were in my class at the time was like, we do this in our sleep. Just multiply the amount of food you're cooking. You can do this. You got this.
Right.
So, I enlisted the help of my brother, who helped me fry all the chicken for the event, and we got it done, and it was a success. Everybody enjoyed the food, and so, fast forward, here we are. The Taste and Spoon is, a business that is up and running, and, I have all positive reviews. I don't have, I can safely say I don't have any negative reviews on anything that you can look up, so, I am thankful for that. I'm thankful that God has had his hand on my business and that he has truly blessed me.
Amen. And the good thing about it is you're given, there's so many of those food trucks that is not honoring God. They just cooking food to be cooking food. And folks getting sick, because they're not careful.
Exactly.
They're not even washing their hands. And I remember when I was going to college, I was going to the only thing they had around was like a food truck. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, Lord help! I had to pray every time I bought something from the truck. And,
oh no!
And I'm like, and I seen your truck. I finally seen your truck just today, and I'm like, she got it clean, y'all. It's clean. So for those that are in Virginia. Look, by the time we get finished tonight, y'all gonna be calling her up to cater y'all food. So
yes, please.
Now I don't know how far she go. How far do you go?
As long as there's a Sam's Club and a Walmart nearby, I'm good to go.
Okay, well,
and if there's a restaurant depot, even better.
Oklahoma got plenty of those. Plenty of those.
We can work something out.
Okay. I was telling your brother we need to have an event out here and bring you on out here.
Absolutely.
So, what is your specialty? I know a lot of chefs have their specialty.
I know. I just posted a meme about that when people say, what's your favorite thing to cook or what's your specialty, and I say the kind people eat.
Okay.
Whatever people eat. I honestly don't have a particular thing that I just enjoy cooking or what I would deem a specialty because when you go to culinary school, they kind of strip you of all of that and they teach you how to cook everything. And I just had really good teachers. So no matter what style food, whether you want Mexican, Asian, French, whatever, I can literally cook anything, that can come to mind. But of course, being here in the South and in Virginia, I cook a lot of soul food, a lot of fried chicken, a lot of, pot roast and barbecue and,
Yeah.
Making
me hungry.
But I make a very, very good fried cabbage, and I also do good salmon, cedar plank salmon with a peach glaze, as well as peach glazed pork tenderloin. Those are some favorites right now during this season. But like I said, I can cook anything. If you can think about it, if you can, fantasize it, I can bring it into fruition for you.
Do you do chitlins?
I have not cooked chitlins. That is one thing I have not done. So, but it doesn't mean that I can't. I just haven't. It just hasn't been ordered. But I mean, that's a family staple, so I'm quite sure that I could.
Yeah, it's easy. That's one of my favorites. Back in the day,
I've seen it done several times. It's at every Thanksgiving, every Christmas.
Well,
so,
yeah.
I just haven't personally done it myself, but I know how to do it.
Oh, okay. So, now what is the area in Virginia and where they can find you? Where do you have a base of operation?
I'm located in Tidewater. I do not have a restaurant base where someone can come and see me on a regular basis. The best thing to do is to follow me at my website at thetastingspoonva.com. And when I do have events that involve my food truck, I will post where it is I'm going. They can also follow me on my social media at thetastingspoonva. That's on Facebook as well as Instagram and Twitter. I will also notify people through those avenues where I will be at if I move my food truck.
Okay, now you said where was it at on Facebook? I know I was looking for you on Facebook and I couldn't find you.
Facebook, you can find me at The Tasting Spoon VA.
Okay, at The Tasting Spoon VA. And let's see. Now, how do you cook? Do you cook for? I know with you being in a culinary, you probably cook a lot of your family functions. Huh? You probably do a lot of family functions.
I do family functions, yes, sir, and I also do private chef services where if a person wanted to just have like an intimate dinner for, two or, I say normally an intimate dinner goes up to about 6 people. I can come in their home and I'll cook a meal for them. I'll clean up after it if they want me to. Whatever their needs are, I can provide that for them. I also offer cooking classes where I'll come in. I can do couple cooking classes. I've helped a lot of women who just wanted to, learn some new dishes because, their meal plans have fallen kind of flat. The family just started eating, mom's same old spaghetti. So I can come in and jazz up some of, the things that they're used to eating all the time, just to give them something different to choose from. So I do that as well.
Oh, that's cool. Now, do you cater to people with diabetes, like meals for meals that people that have diabetes?
Yes, I have been trained to cook for all special dietary needs. I can even do kosher meals for the Jewish community. I have been trained on how to do that as well, which is actually very rare I'm coming to find. But I can do that as well, and I know my way around a kosher kitchen. But I also do know how to cook for different dietary needs, whatever is needed. They can outline the things that they don't want. If they don't want salt added, I can still make it taste good, without a whole lot of salt or with no salt at all. I've been taught on how to utilize herbs and vegetables to heighten the flavor of a lot of dishes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Chef Ramsay, better look out. Yeah, cause I know you're gonna be doing some segments on my radio show soon, coming soon, and
Yes, I'm excited to be doing that.
and I'm excited because that's something that I have been talking about doing for a long time. Is some kind of cooking segment or some kind of meal prep segment for people with diabetes and people,
Yes,
and I'm like, I finally found somebody that want to do it, and
yes,
then we're gonna get you on our internet TV soon. So, ladies and gentlemen, you'll be able to watch her on the internet TV and also hear some of her favorite meals on the Byron D. Herndon radio show. So for
absolutely.
those that are tuning into my show and you are disabled and you have a diet, certain type of diet, what we're gonna do is open up an email line,
Yes,
and what I'll do is have folks just send in emails of something they would want, some kind of dish they would want, and
yes,
then we would give it to you, and then you can say, "Hey, this goes out to so and so. Here's how you can,
absolutely.
it's. I think that's gonna be awesome.
Yes, it is.
I think it's gonna go
Food doesn't
over.
have to be boring, and it doesn't have to be bland just because you have special dietary needs.
Right, right, and believe me, I know. I kind of dab a little. I ain't nowhere near you, but I do dab a little. I sometimes I'll get in the kitchen and I'll be wanting to experiment, and
Right.
a lot of people tell me, well, that's your diet, your culinary skills trying to come out. And I said,
That's
well,
right.
that's the key word. They're trying to come out. I said, I be coming up with some strange stuff that be tasting good. And
Yes,
and I'm like, and then everybody tells me, well, that's how it gets started. So
that's right.
you get in the kitchen, you start experimenting with your taste buds, and and the next thing you know, you have a dish that nobody ever heard of, and it tastes just as good as it would sell in a restaurant.
Hmm.
Now,
That's right.
do you have when you go from spot to spot? Do you have you set your outside of your truck up like a restaurant?
What was that?
When you go from place to place outside of your truck, do you set it up like a restaurant, like with the chairs and the umbrellas and stuff?
No, I haven't done that yet. And normally when I set my food truck up, it's more like a pop-up shop, so people can just drive up and, like I'm normally like set up in a parking lot or something like that, and people can just come and they just get their food from me and they just grab it and go. I haven't set it up anywhere yet where I can like set out tables because unfortunately my food truck came out right before the pandemic hit.
Mm-hmm.
So the few places that I was at, it wasn't like at a park where we could do the tents and all that kind of stuff. So my food truck is fairly new to my business. It's only 2 years old.
Oh,
It just turned 2 years old actually. So we haven't done a whole lot here in Virginia just because of all the stipulations that you have to have with your food truck. But that is something that I do want to do in the future. Hopefully, I'm praying.
oh yeah,
That,
it'll come, it'll
I know
come.
they're talking about spikes, but I'm praying that the spikes don't spike too high so that my food truck can really get back out there and we can really start doing some of the things that we have dreamed about doing with the food truck.
Now, are you taking pictures of your meals when you after you cook them and stuff?
I do that as much as I can. Yes,
What we'll do is we'll do it a little bit more, so that way I can promote it on the website. So,
absolutely. I do have pictures on my Instagram, and I have some videos as well, some reels on my Instagram of me cooking and things like that, and putting together charcuterie boards. Those were very popular this past year. So I did a lot of those. I even did one for a charcuterie board. We did one for hot chocolate, where we did like the marshmallows and stuff like that on it. So that was really cute as well. So yes, you can see a lot of different pictures of the different styles and different types of foods that I can cook. That is absolutely on my Instagram. And you can also see those things on my website as well.
Okay, now, and can they book you? Like I said, can they book you for? Can they book you at your? Where can they book you at?
They can go to my website and send me and use my contact page to send me a message. They can also, I also respond to people who, find me on Instagram or Facebook. I respond to all my messages. So it doesn't matter. I don't have a preferred way of, receiving bookings. After a person initially contacts me, I move everything to my email anyway. But it's okay if they reach out to me on any of those social media outlets or through my website.
Oh, okay. That's cool. That's cool. So y'all see, ladies and gentlemen that are listening and tuning in right now, y'all, I'm telling you, Virginia has they have, y'all got to see the pictures that I seen. And I'm telling you, your mouth and your lips will be watering. And you have not eaten anything, before you talk to this young lady, make sure you get something to eat. Because you will be, man. I tell you, I have the fish, and because fish is one of my favorite foods. Yes. And I have that fish in my head. My wife, she does a baked fish, and I do a lot of baked fish because of our diet. Yeah. And I do some fried fish. There is a place out here that sells fish, but they're expensive. How is your pricing?
My pricing varies. It varies just depending on what it is that you want to eat. But like certain things that we offer on the food truck, like if we did fish baskets or something along those lines. It depends on whether you chose to have. We do a la carte, we do a basket, and then we also offer where you can get the whole meal. And so it ranges from $6 all the way up to $15. It just depends on what it is that you want.
Oh, okay. That's not bad. Yeah. I mean, I've seen some places you're looking at $11.99 easy, $11.99 and $14.99, and they give you a little small piece of fish. And I'm nah.
We have nice full length pieces of fish. We don't cut our fish in half, so.
Oh, okay.
You're getting a whole piece of fish. You're getting at least 2 pieces. Depending on the type of fish that it is. So it just depends. So if we're doing like a fried whiting or something like that, you would have 2 full pieces of whiting, and then you can build upon that. We always have one there where you can do add-ons and things like that.
Oh, okay. Do you do catfish?
We do. Yep, we can do catfish as well. Yes, sir.
Okay. What about since we're in the seafood? What about shrimp?
We do shrimp. We do fried crab.
Yeah.
That's my husband's secret recipe for the fried crabs. He does an excellent job with his fried crab batter. So we do fried crab. We dip our shrimp in our instead of crab cakes, we do crab balls. And we also dip that in the fried crab batter, and we fry those up.
Looks good,
you can have them, separate in a basket, or you can have them on a shrimp po' boy or a crab po' boy, made that way. So we do a lot of different things.
Oh wow, yeah, that crab ball. That's something I would like to try.
Oh, it is delicious.
It sounds good. I'm like,
it's so good.
I'm like, look, I'll be like, open my mouth. Yeah, y'all can just roll it on in there. So
we make them in different sizes. So there's like a bite-sized size where you can just pop them and just eat a bunch of them. And we also make them kind of big, so that when you bite into it, it's at least 2 or 3 bites to finish the one off. So they're really good, and it's just all lump crab meat.
Oh wow! So you cook. I heard you mention spaghetti earlier. So that means you do Italian food.
Yes, sir.
And how about your
baked ziti, baked spaghetti? We do like a what's this thing that somebody asked me about? Rasta pasta, which is like a Cajun pasta with chicken and shrimp in it. Um, anything.
It's like a Rossetti chicken and rice or shrimp and rice.
Yes. Hmm.
And then what about your pizzas?
Pizza.
Do you do homemade pizzas?
Oh yes, I can absolutely do homemade pizzas. My children love that, so that's something that we actually do at home all the time.
Oh,
So
okay. And I'm trying to hit key meals that I know, folks like my grandkids. They,
yes, we can do on the truck. We probably more than likely do flatbread. So it won't be like a whole round pizza because we don't have like I don't have like a wood oven for that, but we can easily do flatbread pizzas with whatever toppings someone would like.
hmm Okay.
And because I'm a caterer by trade who just happens to have a full service food truck, I'm more flexible with what I can put on my truck because I can cook anything versus my truck dictating to me what it is that I can cook. So it's not just a hot dog or a hamburger, you know what I mean? So
Right.
I have it's a full kitchen on wheels. So I have an oven, I have, a full stove, all that type of thing. I have deep fryers as well as the griddle. So it's a full service kitchen on wheels basically. So it affords me the ability to be able to cook whatever my client wants. So even when I'm doing pop-ups, say for instance, if a person has a business and they want to do a customer appreciation, like I can pull my food truck up to their business and whatever they tell me that they want to serve their customers, I can make that.
Oh, that's cool. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Did you?
Same thing, like even for weddings, like there's a lot of venues, I know here in Virginia who don't have kitchens inside of the venues. So me having my food truck, it also affords me to be able to still cater that wedding and I can park a kitchen right outside, even though the venue itself doesn't have one.
Wow.
So it allows me the flexibility to still be able to give my clients what they need, whether or not their venue has a kitchen or not.
So you probably was still busy even when everything was shut down, huh?
Yes. I still was catering during the pandemic. I actually had one family who ordered from me for every single one of their events last year. So the gentleman's wife was pregnant, so I catered their baby shower. I catered his birthday, his daughter's 21st birthday. I did his sister's birthday, and his mother had a pool party at her house. I even catered the pool party.
Hi.
And I recently just did a cookout at his friend's house that happened to live down the street from me, and I didn't even know it. So I have catered his family's events the entire pandemic. So I have actually been really busy with a lot of my word of mouth from clients. And he found me on Facebook. And because I had those good reviews, he said, hey, I'm just going to try you out. Nobody said anything negative about you, so I'm just going to try you out. And he's stuck with me since then. So
That's
shout
what's
out to
up.
Mr. Duke.
Yeah, that's what's up. I mean, when you can get good reviews and people like you, but the
Absolutely.
main thing about it is that you have God in your life, and I know you know the Lord because I know I met your dad and your mother is, I don't know if she's your stepmom also.
Yes, my stepmom.
Yeah, and I met them
She's
over
still
the.
my mom.
Yeah, well,
Still
that's
my
your
mom.
mom, yeah. I met her over the phone, and their values are good. So I know was brought up in
Absolutely.
with
Born and
great
raised in church.
great
That's
integrity.
the first thing I know is church.
That's it. And I can tell that through Sid, also your brother.
Absolutely.
Looks like he was very busy when you guys were in high school. So I'm like, it like he did a good. I would say it looked like he did a good job of raising you, along with your dad and mom.
Absolutely.
But it's good, ladies and gentlemen. It's good to find somebody that can come to you.
Yes.
For you guys that's in Norfolk, Virginia, if you're tuning into this and listening to this, you guys need to check her. Really, really check her out. She has a great taste bud sense. I can tell by the food that I did see, and the way it looks. So I know she believes in seasoning food. And she knows how to not season food and make it taste good. I hope I'm saying that. For those that are diabetic like myself, and those that are not diabetic that just love to eat, You guys need to give her a call, man. Give her a call. What's the number they can call you at?
They can give me a call on my business line at 757-785-5142. That's 757-785-5142.
So that's 757-785. Say it again, woman. The last four.
5142.
5142. So 757-785-5142. And that's
82.
and that, 8. You said 82.
Yes, sir.
5182, y'all. I'm sorry.
Yes, sir.
And that's in the Norfolk, Virginia area. And she has a type of Meals on Wheels catering service. So you guys look, those that are in the surrounding cities, give her a call. I'm telling you, you can't go wrong. You will not go wrong at all by giving her a call.
You can order from me, and I also can deliver it to you.
See, and you can order. Can people pre-order from you?
Yes, if like it doesn't have to be an event or anything like that. If someone just wants me to cook them dinner and they just want to have dinner for that day, a family meal or something like that, they can just give me a call, let me know what it is that they want. They can pay through Cash App, PayPal, however they want, or meet me. And, I'll prepare the meal for them for whatever days that they choose, and I can deliver it to them.
Awesome.
So it doesn't have to be a special occasion. It could just be because they just want to try my food.
Right. Because now with DoorDash, things like DoorDash popping up, I noticed you had to step up your game because you don't want to lose the. I know there's no competition, but. You don't want to lose the business of people saying, "Well, I can call from this company and they'll do the same thing." But it's nothing like homemade stuff. That will right. DoorDash is not going to cook it right in front of your face, or they're not going to bring you food from a
And you don't know the spirit of the person that's bringing it to you.
You don't. You don't. I mean, and I'm one of those.
At least you know me. I'm meaning well, and I'm praying that the Lord bless you through the food that you're about to eat.
Right.
Bless twice.
For the nourishment of my body.
For the nourishment of your body.
And
that your soul increase, even as your belly increases from the.
Well, you don't have to worry. But the cool thing about it is, you don't have to worry about because you can pray right along with them. You can be like, okay, family, we all finna grub, So look, here's. I'm glad y'all made a table for me, because I'm one that eats my own food. Because you have a lot of chefs. You have a lot of chefs that they don't eat their own food.
I eat mine.
I'm like
dinner tonight. I'm ready to eat my lamb tonight that I made.
Ooh, Lord!
My lamb rice and broccoli. So.
Ooh, lamb rice and broccoli. Oh my goodness. Where y'all live again? Tell your husband I'm trying to fly out there for dinner. Me and my wife will be there in about a year.
To my Instagram.
I'll be like, tell your husband me and my wife will be there in about a year. That's how long it's going to take us to walk there.
Absolutely.
So
I'll be sure to post it on my Instagram.
Right, you'd be like, yeah, Dr. Herndon and his wife is on their way here.
Exactly.
Through the rain and through the snow and through the sleet, the tornadoes. So they're going to be really hungry. But it's been fun. It's been fun. I hardly rarely get like authors and also cooks and stuff like that to interview on my show. So it's been fun talking about some of my favorite. Like my favorite food is spaghetti, fish, chicken, of course. I like especially Mexican food. And then, of course, pizza, which is a pastime food.
Oh, yes.
And
that's my husband's favorite is pizza, so we do pizza a lot here.
Yeah, so I love those. I love mainly those type of foods. And
Mhm.
my wife does this chicken, and where she will fry it, but she will fry it in cinnamon.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's delicious. I mean, because cinnamon is good for your blood pressure,
Yes.
or for your not your
And I'm
blood
sure that
pressure,
gives it a
for your
nice,
sugar.
savory
Yeah,
taste to it as well.
yeah, and it tastes so good because you would never think cinnamon would cook through grease, but it does. And
Mhm.
depending on what you use, depending on the grease that you use. So we do. I use a lot of olive oil and a lot of vinegar oil and stuff like that
Mhm.
because of my health. And then I like a lot of onion. I like onions and like tomatoes. I'm always in the kitchen cutting up onion and tomato, putting them in. I'll find something to put it on, you know.
Yes.
And I don't know if that's like something. I don't know if that's a culinary desire of mine, but I tell you, I'll put them.
My granny cut up onions and put onions in everything. If it didn't have onions in it, she was gonna cut some up and add it to it.
Yep,
So
yep,
I
yeah.
actually cook with a lot of onions just because I'm just used to growing up. That's how I ate a lot of dishes that she prepared. Eating her food often. Some of her favorite things were her cabbage and things like that. She made the best liver and onions I have ever had in my life.
Oh my
My father
goodness!
doesn't even like liver and onions, but he ate hers.
Love. I was just
And
telling my wife.
anybody will say hers was delicious.
I was just telling my wife about liver and onions. Oh my God! Oh, but, I
Yes,
love
it
some.
was so
I
good.
love some liver and onions, and it is good for you. It's iron. It helps your iron.
Yes.
So I'm like, you get a lot. I mean, kids. I know growing up as a kid, my mom basically would cook liver, and I would hate it. And then she would start spicing it up, and then all of a sudden I'm like, Mom, what is that? And then she's like, that was that food that you said you hated last week.
Right,
You know?
right.
So she started
My
at it.
kids are like that. The rule of my house is that you can't say that you don't like something if you've never tasted it before.
Right.
So my children try a lot of new things, and they have shocked themselves at some of the things that they like. Even if they don't even if they like it and maybe their palates just aren't ready to eat it like all the time, I'm just proud of them for at least trying new things. And I think that most people should, get their kids to try different foods. And even if they don't want to eat a whole plate of it, still try to advance their palates a little bit because, you can't give your kids chicken nuggets and French fries every night.
Every night,
You
right.
they need something else, to make sure that they're getting their nutrition, through other avenues other than just chicken nuggets and fries.
Right. I tried. Like my wife
The
had
rule
me.
is to try it.
My wife had me try because I didn't tell her that I didn't like cauliflower, and she had cooked it, and I'm like, well, I don't want to waste the food, so I told her, I said, well, you know what, I'll eat it, and she said, well, I did it it's like broccoli, it just tastes like broccoli, and I added cheese to it, and I'm like, all I could think in my mind was the flashback of how I ate it when I was a kid growing up.
Right.
So that's
right.
that's a
probably
dish.
The life is probably cooked out of it.
Right. So that was one of them dishes that I never did like. And when she brought it, we had it with the baked fish, and she brought it, and I'm like, it tastes pretty good. It tastes like a little bit. It does taste like broccoli, cheese and broccoli, which is another one of my favorite
The key to
vegetables.
cauliflower is just don't overcook it because once it turns mushy, nobody's gonna like it.
Yeah, right,
So.
right. Yeah, they leave that nasty taste in your mouth, and you'll be
Yes.
like trying to drink milk
Start
to
tasting
everything.
gluey.
Yeah, and so I end up eating it, but I didn't want second. I didn't want second. I said, let me get you, but I didn't want seconds, but I did like it.
Right.
It's something that you have to grow. One of those meals that your taste buds have to grow into. And,
Exactly.
And I'm sure you learned that also in school. Now, what was the name of the school that you went to again?
I went to Tidewater Community College in Norfolk, Virginia.
Okay, so they're bringing out the cooks there, y'all. So look, if you now if there's a kid or somebody a youth that has a desire to cook, what kind of inspiration or words could you give them?
Oh yes, I would just encourage anyone who um, has a desire to cook to just continue to try new things, in the kitchen. If you're a kid, make sure that you're being safe and that you're not utilizing the stove or um, knives or anything like that outside of, your parent supervision or an adult supervision, because you want to be safe, and food safety is our first concern always.
Hmm.
You want to make sure that you know how to use the tools that you're attempting to use. So you want to make sure that you've been taught how to use the stove and all that before you just start going, clicking it and turning it on, especially if it's gas. So,
Right. Don't want to blow
that's
nobody up.
first and foremost. But, I would tell any kid, live your dreams. It is okay. There are a lot of food service careers out there that you can do outside of just, working at a fast food restaurant. Culinary school can afford you the opportunity to work on cruise ships. It can afford you to, and then you can travel and see the world that way. If you are interested in going into the military, they actually have a lot of culinary opportunities in the military where you can be the chef on board naval ships, even at, the different military bases. Food speaks to everyone. Everybody has to eat. We need that, in order to survive. We need sustenance. So, a culinary career could take you to many different places. If you want to do something that's for yourself and you want to be an entrepreneur, you can do like I did and become a caterer, or get up enough capital to be able to purchase food trucks, things like that, so that you can go into business for yourself. For me, it gave me the freedom to be able to stay home with my children, and come off of my job. So, it can afford you many different opportunities. I would just say just have some stick to itness. Don't let anybody deter you. Don't let anybody tell you that it's not a real job or that it's not a real career, because like you mentioned before, Gordon Ramsay has made a whole career out of, the culinary lifestyle that he lives. So,
Hmm.
there are different things that you can do and you can make money in the culinary arena. It just takes some stick to itness, and you can't give up, and you have to continue to hone your craft and learn what it is that you're doing and take it seriously, and not just think that just because you have some pots and some pans and some spatulas that you can just make it do what it do and not get any education behind it. I encourage everyone to, get educated, get the education behind it, and get your certification so that you can do things the right way and so that you can know kitchen safety as well as food safety.
Amen. Amen. So, so y'all hear that? Well, it's been a pleasure, sis, talking to you. And
Absolutely, Dr. Herman.
I'm really excited about the segment that you're going to be doing for our show. And
Yes.
can't wait till we get the first one in. And excited about that. I'm going to be playing this on Facebook, on my Facebook sound. How they do
Okay.
the live audio, and
Okay.
it'll also be on one of my on one of my shows. So I'll probably
Okay.
have to two part it. I'll probably have to do two parts of it because of the length. But it's been a great conversation. I've learned some stuff that I never knew myself, in that. So I'm sure you have a
Absolutely.
lot. I'm sure. I mean, we could go on and talk about food. Food is one subject
Oh,
that
absolutely.
a person can talk
My
about for
favorite subject.
hours. I didn't even get a chance. I didn't even touch the top of it about the barbecue and stuff. So, but we'll get a chance to talk again and get some good recipes from you. The
Absolutely.
next time we speak live, we'll get just have a recipe ready to share. A good recipe ready to share. And
I will do.
what I'll do is, like I said, I'll make up an email for folks if they have questions. And now would be the time to submit your questions about cooking.
Okay.
If you have questions now, you can submit it to info at drbyrondherndon.com. And then, once again, that's info at drbyron.herndon.com. If you have any questions about in the culinary field and you want me to ask her, please submit them. Submit your questions, and I will ask Chef as soon as I could or as soon as possible. And then the more emails I get with questions, the more excited it'll be when her radio show starts. Our radio segment starts also.
Absolutely. So, send in your questions so I can answer them, and we can just keep this thing moving.
Keep it moving. We keep it moving. So, all right. Well, it's been good. Sid, are you still with us?
Yes, I'm here. I just want to add that I will be adding a booking link on my page on effortless.com. That's EFFORTLASS.com if you want to book Chef B. Sedell McNair to come to your events for speaking engagements, and even as far as cooking for your events. So I will have that on my page. And Dr. Herndon, you might want to have on your page a recipe of the month. Type of thing.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing that. I was thinking about doing that on my personal page, and also even maybe on the Sky Thunder Radio page, so we can maybe on all the websites, we can do something like that, and that'd be cool. And that's what I was trying to actually do with her on the radio show.
Absolutely. I can send you the recipe that I'm going to do, and you can post that for the recipe of the month. And since you want to do it on Facebook, maybe we can even do some Facebook Lives, every now and then, and people can see me cook the recipe.
That'd be awesome. That would be cool. That would be real cool. And then we can do it, and on the newsletter, we can submit one to. If you can submit one to the newsletter, because I do have the newsletter. The way I did it is we have it. Paper, but we also have it as a website. So what I normally do, I'll send out the head page first, and then I'll I'll finish the storylines to the website. So that way people can literally go there and see all the different stories that we have up, and if they want to see certain videos and stuff like that. So,
absolutely.
I try to be different. I try to do different things other than, a lot of people. But I think the cooking, we owned it something right here with the cooking. So,
that's right.
We get a chance to bring your talents out to the world.
Absolutely. And I also can train staff at churches. I know that a lot of churches have kitchen staffs and things like that, and I know that they go and they get their food handler cards. I can also come and actually train them how to, just to add to what they learn in their food handler classes. I also can train different kitchen staff on different things that they need to know, different things that they can do to maximize their use of their kitchens at their churches as well.
Right, and we can do that. The cool thing about that, we can do that by way of conference line.
Exactly.
So I'll be setting something like that up. There's just an amazing thing. Like I was telling Sid, there's an amazing things we could do with these different formats that we have available to us. And be a blessing to the public. As well as ourselves. So if there's nothing else. It's been a pleasure. It's been a good pleasure meeting you on the phone and then talking with you. Hopefully one day we can see each other, see you guys.
So just say your social media one more time and your phone number and how they can reach you again.
Certainly. It's been my pleasure. I am Chef B. Sedell McNair, owner of the Tasting Spoon Catering Food Truck and Personal Chef Services. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at The Tasting Spoon VA. You can also follow me on my website at thetastingspoonva.com. My email is thetastingspoonva@gmail.com, as well as you can reach me by phone at 757-785-5142. That's 757-785-5142.
Amen. And if you guys want to hear the playback, before I edit it, even the raw part of it, you can listen to it at www.dr Byron BYROND Herndon.com, and it's there now. It's there also, or you can download our Spreaker app under that name, under the Byron D. Herndon radio show, and it would be there also. So
Awesome.
the edit part, I'll be editing it to like I say, to put on other websites and other formats as well. And this has been great. Been a great time talking to you.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you, Sid, for introducing me to your sister who tears up that fish, y'all.
Yes. She's my only sister. She's my younger sister. I prayed to ask the Lord to have her here, as a child. So, I'm just so godly proud of her, and she's just doing some truly amazing things. And yes, I just love Chef B, Sadell McNair, and she didn't tell you I'm her sous chef too. So I assist her too.
Okay. So can he cook, sis?
Yes, he can. I told you for my first event, he fried that chicken.
Oh, okay. All right now.
Yes, we both can cook. That, like I said, that was something that we grew up doing. Like my family just does food. If we can't do anything, we gonna sit around and eat some good food.
You gonna cook? Yeah.
Amen.
That's how my family. I came from a family of 13 kids. And,
okay,
and being the baby of the family, I had to learn how to cook something. And I got tired of eating them peanut butter jelly and mustard sandwiches. The po' boy, they call it the po' boy food. I got tired of eating all that stuff. So I had to learn how to cook some macaroni and cheese and stuff like that.
I know that's right.
One time I think I even surprised my parents. I'm like, oh, okay. They're like, well, you didn't burn the house down, thank God. So let me get off this phone. Time is still going on the recording. So we're going to have to do this again. We're going to have to commentate. Like you said, we're going to commentate again. And then we're going to I think the cooking on Facebook would be a great idea. So let's set something up like that, in the kitchen with Chef B.
That's right.
Yes.
That's what's up, and then we can do it. And then, like I say, I'll start collecting emails. I'll start sending out emails and stuff for people. Sid, if you can send me a picture of her truck, I'm trying to find it. I can't find one. But if you can send me a picture of her catering truck,
okay,
that would help me out a lot.
Yeah, I got tons of pictures.
Yeah, one of the outside of it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got tons of them. So yeah, I can send them to you.
Okay, cool. So all right, you guys. Well, you guys have a good, awesome night. We're going into the weekend, so y'all have a great weekend too.
You do the same.
All right. God bless.